opportunity because it's not so easy unless Krishna sanctions. इसमें अब तो ये association में नहीं आ सकता था, नहीं आ सकता. We cannot come to this program unless it is sanctioned by Krishna. Definitely, because April also Varun Pant Prabhu asked me for a class, but I couldn't come because my father was sick. I couldn't come. So unless Krishna sanctions, you cannot come to this program. We have to understand that. We may decide, I will come to this program, I will come, मैं आ सकता हूँ, मेरा मेरा मैं करूँगा सब. ऐसा थोड़ी हम कभी नहीं बोलना, क्योंकि कृष्णा का कृपा का वजह से हम इधर अब पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं. ऐसा थोड़ी नहीं होता है, हम तो पार्टिसिपेट नहीं. एक कृष्णा का अरेंजमेंट है. कृष्णा आपको कृपा दिया इसलिए तो मेरे को आपको आपके साथ मार्च में मिला, फरवरी में मिला, 4 महीने मैं आपके साथ. आई कैन नॉट एसोसिएट. कृष्णा डजंट वांट इट. सो अनलेस कृष्णा सैंक्शंस हम तो एसोसिएट नहीं कर सकता. यही तो बहुत जरूरी है, ये बहुत दिमाग में रखना है. अनलेस कृष्णा सैंक्शंस वी कैन नॉट चैंट हिज होली नेम. Unless Krishna sanctions, we cannot associate with devotees. Unless Krishna sanctions, we cannot participate in this program. Please remember that. And therefore, we have to be grateful. We have कृतज्ञ होना चाहिए. Every time we have to be grateful to Krishna that he allowed us, to associate. We go, we don't know. People were सब लोग सो रहे, मैं लंदन जा रहा हूँ अहमदाबाद से. ऐसा थोड़ी सोच के गया, सेल्फी लिया, ये लिया, वो इंस्टाग्राम में डाला, फेसबुक में डाला, ये डाला, वो डाला, सब कुछ डाला, और उसके बाद सब खत्म हो गया. 240 people died in 1 second. Everybody is gone. So इसलिए अब तो कोई बोल नहीं सकता हम हमेशा रहेंगे. कृष्णा विलिंग आई एम एबल टू कम. कृष्णा विलिंग ही बहुत जरूरी है. अनलेस कृष्णा सैंक्शंस we cannot move from one place to another. Please remember this. यही बहुत जरूरी है. हम चैंटिंग कर रहे हैं, हम प्रसाद बना रहे हैं, हमारा हाथ ठीक है, हमारा पैर ठीक है, हमारा नाक ठीक है, हमारा आंख ठीक है, ये सब कृष्णा का कृपा है. Morning we wake up, we are okay. Otherwise, anything can happen. Prabhuji's mother is. I will open my video also. So it is very important Prabhuji's mother is. Okay? So let us go to the Bhagavatam. Before going to the Bhagavatam, आप लोग ये भगवद गीता का वर्स ले रहे हैं, अहम सर्वेसा प्रभु. उसके एक पास टाइम है मेरा महाराज के साथ. So I want to share that pastime. It is very good. This pastime is very good. It is excellent. And this is a glorification of Prabhupada. Okay? So what has happened? We were in Rajkot. 2007 में राजकोट में था, और 28 जनवरी था. उधर तो रथ यात्रा खत्म हो गया. 28 इवनिंग हम वापस आया, प्रसादम खाया, इवनिंग सब हो गया. 9 o'clock we came, we had प्रसादम. देन अगले दिन मेरे को जाना था वापस राजकोट से अबुधाबी में काम कर रहा था. सो वापस जाना था. सो रात को महाराज से मिलके जाएंगे, महाराज से प्रणाम लेके आशीर्वाद लेके जाएंगे, ऐसे तोड़ के ऐसा सोच के मैं गया. अंदर गया, महाराज को खाना नहीं खाया, कुछ नहीं खाया. महाराज 2 बार खाया, नाइट में कुछ नहीं खाया. हम लोग तो खाना खाया, पेट भरा है, up to the neck we were fed and we had nice prasada. Maharaj didn't take anything. So devotees, देविकीनंदन प्रभु सीनियर डिवोटी बोल रहे हैं, आप लोग जाइए, महाराज प्रसादम खाना है. महाराज बोलो let us talk. It was 9:45, 10. और उसके बाद इंस्ट्रक्शन दे रहे हैं. और एक फैमिली आया, उसके साथ एक बच्ची, उसका नाम है गौरंगी. वेरी छोटी बच्ची, शी इज अराउंड 8 years or 9 years. सो महाराज आया, वो उनके साथ बात कर रहा था, सब कुछ बात करके उसके बाद क्या कर रहे हैं सब लोग. माता जी बोला, गौरंगी का मदर बोला, ये तो वर्सेस तो बोल रहे हैं बट ट्रांसलेशन नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं, ट्रांसलेशन का मन नहीं है उनका पढ़ने का. Why she is refusing to chant? Why? It is very easy. Don't worry. And Maharaj immediately recited this. He says, let us come. वो seed verses of Bhagavad Gita, वो ले लो. So I will tell you how to recite. So he told, Maharaj told, okay, let us recite. So aham sarvasya prabhavo mattas sarvam pravartate idi matva bhajante maam Buddha Bhava Samanvitaha. So Maharaj recited this verse. So ये बस वो लड़की गौरंगी बोला और महाराज बहुत खुश हुआ, बहुत अच्छा है, अच्छा है, अच्छा है. सो उसके साथ एक लड़की भी था, खुशी. खुशी आया, छोटी बच्ची है, वो तो 4 years old. आपका नाम क्या बोला है, महाराज पूछा. वो बोला खुशी. महाराज बोला है खुशी आपके साथ रखो, ऑलवेज बी हैप्पी. खुशी, खुशी मीन्स हैप्पी. सो खुशी आपके साथ रखो, ऑलवेज बी हैप्पी. That's why Prabhupada said chant and always be happy. महाराज उसके बाद गौरंगी बोला, आप क्यों ये ट्रांसलेशन नहीं ले रहे हैं, उसके बारे में क्या प्रॉब्लम है ना, वो मेरे को नहीं आता है सर. महाराज से डोंट वरी. सो बच्चे के लिए एक हम तरीका हम ढूंढेंगे. महाराज immediately from his transcendental intelligence he invoked the verse. He says aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate idhi matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. And then Maharaj recited the translation. So please repeat after me, he told the Gaurangi. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Maharaj made the translation as a song, and then the child became very enthusiastic to recite. See, Maharaj told how much wonderful Prabhupada. Prabhupada made even the translation as a verse. He could recite in the particular tune, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise we perfectly know this. Engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Oh, wonderful. So, this verse, whenever I read this verse, whenever I see this verse, I remember my Maharaj and how is he reciting this translation, how is he teaching the child, at 11 o'clock. And Maharaj didn't take any prasadam, he was talking to us up to 11:30. 11:45, he took some peanuts and little milk and then slept. And then next day morning, 4:30, he was there for Mangalat. And what was his age? His age was only 2007. No, 2007 means he was 87. 88. He was 88 years only. So he slept at 12 o'clock in the night and wake up at 3:30 too, because it will take a long time for him to bath. And Maharaj never allows even his dhotis to be washed by somebody else. He will wash himself. And then he will, and in the bathroom, Maharaj, he says, I don't waste time in the bathroom. The whole bathroom, he will finish 4 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. He will memorize and recite. So this is how a Mahatma always lives, fully. So they are able to generate. And Maharaj said, how wonderful Prabhupada purport is. Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada purport also, Prabhupada translation also is it can be recited with the music, without a song, just like the children can learn. So this is how I remember this. So let us go to the Bhagavatam. Let us read the Jnana Sloka. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Salakya Chakshumulitam Mena Dasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapatantikam Vandegam Shri Guru Shri Davatakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Varjan Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamsha E Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhavata Sevya Bhavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Before reciting the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest. One should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of God and Narayana, unto Narayana, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author, by regular attendance in classes of the Bhagavatam, and by rendering of service to the pure devotees. All that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of God, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yonta pravishya mama vacha imam prasuptam sanjeevayati akhila shakti darasvadamna anyam sahascha charana shravanattvagadi prana namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam tasmadakam vikita viklava ishvarasya sarvatmana mai grinami yata manisham nicho jaya guna visarga anupravishta uyeti yena hi puman anuvarnitena. Hare Krishna. Okay, we are reading from Bhagavatam 4th canto, 24th chapter, 11th verse. Okay, let me recite the verse. Samudrim devoktam upayema satadrutim yam vikshya charu sarvangim shirom sustu alankritam parikramantim udvahe chake me agni sukinniva. Translation. Word to word. Samudrim, unto the daughter of the ocean. Deva Yuktam, being advised by Supreme Demigod Lord Brahma. Upayame, married. Satadrutim, the name Satadruti. Yam, whom, Vikshya, seeing. Charu, very attractive. Sarva Angam, all the features of the body. Kishorim, youthful. Shushtu, sufficiently. Alankritam, decorated with ornaments. Parikramantim, circumambulating. Udbahe, the marriage ceremony. Chakame, being attracted. Agni, the fire god. Sukim, unto Suki. Iva, like Maharaj Barisit, henceforward known as Prachinarbi, was ordered by the supreme demigod Brahma to marry the daughter of the ocean named Sadatuti. Her bodily features were completely blissful and she was very young. She was decorated with proper ornaments when she came to the marriage arena and became circumambulated. The fire god Agni became so attracted to her that he desired her company. Exactly as formerly desired to enjoy Suki. Purport by His divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. In this word, the word Shushtu Alankritam is significant. According to Vedic system, when a girl is married, she is very profusely and gorgeously decorated with costly saris and jewelry during the marriage ceremony. The bride circumambulates the bridegroom 7 times. After this, the bride look at one another and become attracted for life. When the bridegroom finds the bride very beautiful, the attraction between them immediately becomes very strongly fixed. As stated in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, men and women are naturally attracted to one another. When they are united by marriage, by attraction, that attraction becomes very strong. Being so strongly attracted, the bridegroom attempts to set up a nice homestead and eventually a good field for producing grains. Then children come, then friends, then wealth. In this way, the male becomes more and more entangled in the material concepts of life, and he began to think, this is mine, I am acting. In this way, the illusion of material existence perpetuated. The words Sukim Iva are also significant for the fire god, demigod Agni, became attracted by the beauty of Sadatuti while she was circumambulating the bridegroom Prachinarbi. Just as had previously been attracted by the beauty of Suki, the wife of Saptarishi. When the fire god had been present long ago at the summit of Saptarishi, he was attracted by the beauty of Suki when he was circumambulating in the same way. Agni when Swaha took the form of Suki and enjoyed sex life with Agni. Not only the fire god, Agni, and heavenly god Indra becomes, and even sometimes Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, or all highly situated demigods are subject to being attracted by sex at any time. The sex drive is so strong that living in the whole material world is running on sex attraction only. And it is due to sex attraction that one remains in the material world and they are obliged to accept different types of bodies. The attraction of sex life is more explained clearly in the next verse. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, this verse is very, very important, and this chapter is very, very important, Prabhuji's Mataji's. ये बहुत बढ़िया इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है, क्योंकि इधर this Prachin Arabi sons, 10 sons, they are called Prachetas. They will meet Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva will sing the glories of he will do the prayers of Lord Krishna. And those prayers are very profound and deep, because Lord Shiva is the topmost Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu. इसलिए तो ये, please don't leave this chapter. This chapter is very important. Meticulously means ध्यान से, मन से, दिल से और बुद्धि से ये पढ़ना है. और प्रभुपाद का परपोर्ट्स बहुत बढ़िया है. It will give you so much of wisdom, so much of knowledge, so much of renunciation, and so much of gratitude towards Krishna and Prabhupada. Okay, so now this particular circumstance, the background of the verse is very important for us to understand. So, Prachin Arabi, how Prachin Arabi come? That's we want to know. Just a small background. So, Rutu Maharaj, we lastly discussed Rutu Maharaj, 4th canto, 15th chapter to up to 23rd chapter. We talk about Rutu Maharaj. Rutu Maharaj was a great devotee, and he's incarnation, partial incarnation, empowered incarnation. The human being empowered by Krishna. So, what he did, he was a great devotee of the Lord Krishna, and he did manage his family and all very nicely. But however, he has decided to hand over the property. His detachment is very important. 23rd chapter of Bhagavatam, previous chapter, talks about उसके बारे में वो कितना renounce करके गया. वो पूरी दुनिया, he was controlling the entire earth, and he was able to create such a power that even the earth, Bhumi Mata became trembled, because Bhumi Mata was not producing, grains. So he became very angry, and then he wanted to kill Bhumi Mata also. And so much of anger, and Bhumi Mata pleaded before him and asked for forgiveness. So much power that he can command the earth also to produce grains. So much power. So, but फिर भी उसके दिल में क्या है? दिल में तो कृष्णा है. दिल में कोई नहीं है. हमारा दिल तो कृष्णा को मानता ही नहीं है. दिल है कृष्णा को मानता नहीं है. दिल तो मानता ही नहीं है कृष्णा को. हमारा दिल तो किसी को ना, हमको ये जाना, उधर जाना, इधर जाना है, जेप्टो में खरीदना है, उबर में जाना है. सो इसके बारे में हम सोचते हैं हमेशा. सो हमारा दिल कृष्ण के बारे में, दिल तो मानता ही नहीं, कृष्णा के बारे में मानता ही नहीं. सो beautiful film, I cannot forget that film. I was in Janakpuri in Delhi, and I was seeing this film. Dile Manta Nahi, beautiful Pooja Bhatt. So Pooja Bhatt and our father created the film. Very beautiful film. I like that film. Very nice. Afterwards, I was transferred from Delhi to Chennai. I was working in Hindustan Brigade, so I cannot forget this film, Dile Manta Nahi. So I was seeing this film in Janak, in Panka Road. There is a Panka Road, a main road. Big road. Bada road hai. Udhar Panka Road mein I was staying with my sister. So at that time I was a bachelor. So I saw the film Dile Manta Nahi. Amir Khan, Pooja Bhatt. Okay, I remember that. So
Now
here what we have to do is
Satyam Janak place. Now it is Satyam Janak place. Satyam Janak place.
Satyam Janak place. Okay, I don't know about it. I didn't go there at all afterwards. That was in 1989-91. So I was working in Connaught Place. Jeevan Bharati building, famous building. So I was working in Jeevan Bharati second. HPCL. It was 11th floor or something. I was told. So here what we have to do is, दिल तो मानता ही नहीं है, but here Rutu Maharaj, उसका दिल हमेशा कृष्णा का ऊपर है. So इसलिए what he did, he renounced the whole kingdom. He was controlling the entire earth. सब कुछ छोड़ के चला गया. And that should be our mood. This is the attitude we should develop. ये बहुत जरूरी है प्रभु जी इस माता जी. हम लोग तो आप लोग तो young हैं. Once you become old, you have to leave this. Don't interfere in your son's affair or daughter's affairs unless they ask for it. Don't interfere. Better be away from them. It is good for you. मैं ससुर हूं, मैं सास हूं, ऐसा सोच के मत करो, please. Don't do that. Because you are in Krishna consciousness. Your Krishna consciousness should give you some amount of intelligence to renounce. If you be with them, you will fight with them. You will fight with them, your life will not be peaceful. ये मेरा ससुराल ऐसा कर रहा है, ऐसा कर रहा है, ऐसा कर रहा है, ऐसा करके क्या जिंदगी में कुछ भी करना दो, ये लोग तो सुनता ही नहीं है. They will not listen, They will not listen. I feel very, actually, I was coming from a saloon in the evening, and a old Mataji, she is around 85. She asked, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "I am coming from saloon." And she said, "You are a Brahmin?" "Yes, I am a Tamil Brahmin." "Why are you cutting the hair in the evening? This is against the Shastra." She is right. And I said, "Sorry, I didn't have time. I don't know. No excuse. We should do it only in the morning." So she's trying to poke, but see, and I was affected. Why she is telling me like that? No, she became very angry with me. So that's how we should not interfere. But what she did is correct. Okay, her intention is correct, but she became very angry for nothing. So I said we should not become angry. And that too, I am a third person. I am not related to her also. So that's why इसके लिए हम सोचना है, हम दूसरे के बारे में हम स्पेशली हमारा सन, हमारा बेटा ऐसा करना है, हमारा बेटा ऐसा करना है, मेरा ससुराल ऐसा करना है, ऐसा मत सोचो. Daughter in law should do like this, my son in law should do like this. Don't expect, please don't expect that. If you expect, you will be in miserable condition. And that's why nirapeksham munim shantim nirvairam samadarshana. Bhagavatam says 11th canto 14th chapter 16th verse. Nirapeksham means don't expectation. No expectation, we are peaceful. If you expect, your life is miserable, especially from your children. Please, especially when you are becoming old. Now you are young, you are treating the children with love and devotion. No problem. Once they become old, once they are getting married, please don't interfere. Unless they want our help, please. This is very important, Prabhuji's Mataji. So this is what Prithu Maharaj, Munim Shantim, Nirvairam Samadarshanam, Anubrujami Aham Nityam, Puyeti Angri Redimi. Krishna says, if you are Nirapeksha, I will follow your footsteps. Anubrujami, Anu, always. Brajami, I will walk. Aham Nityam, he says 2 times. He is using 2 times. Anu, Brajami, Aham Nityam. Anu means constantly. Nityam means always. I will always follow that. Puyeti Angri Renimi. I will take the dust of my feet of my pure devotee and I will purify the 3 worlds. See the beauty of Krishna, how much he is talking about. So, Nirapeksham is very important. And this is what Prithu Maharaj did. He handed over to Vijit Sava, his son. And he said, I don't want to go. I want to go to the forest. He went along with his wife, Archi, go to the forest and meditated. He was lying on the roots. He was a kingdom. He was enjoying opulent. He was having bed. He was having so many people to massage his legs and all. Everything he was so opulent. सब कुछ छोड़ दिया. यही मन में होना चाहिए. हम तो सब कुछ छोड़ना है ना? ये अहमदाबाद क्रैश में 242 आदमी क्या लेके गया है? कोई कुछ नहीं लेके गया है. हम सब कुछ छोड़ के चलना ही पड़ेगा. We cannot take our own body. What to take about anything else? So, इसलिए the detachment should be our nature. हमारा detachment should be our nature. We should be naturally detached. If you are attached, you will suffer. Attachment means expectation. Expectation means suffering. See how detachment means happiness. Happiness means bliss, devotion service. Blissful devotion service. हमारा devotion service blissful होता है. So Prabhu लिखा है ना, blissful soul. We become blissful soul. So that is very important. Prabhuji's Mataji. यही बहुत सीखना है. ऋतु महाराज से सीखना यही है. ऋतु महाराज है ना, सब कुछ छोड़ के, बच्चों को छोड़ दे. विजित सवा is senior, my senior son, he is taking over the property. Leave it. Go. Dasratha Maharaj also. He saw after 60,000 years, he saw a white hair. He said, tomorrow I want to coronate my son Lord Ram. See how much of renunciation. He was enjoying for 60,000 years, Dasratha Maharaj. He was having so many wives. He was enjoying for 60,000 years. 60,000, not 1 year, 2 years, no. And then he wants to renounce. That is the mood of a devotee. That is the mood of the devotee. Prabhuji's Mataji, यही होना चाहिए हमको. हमको attachment नहीं होना चाहिए. हम तो बच्चा है, छोटा बच्चा है, हम तो देखभाल करना है. Till the time they go to the office, they go 13, 14. After 13, 14 teenage times, it's very difficult to deal. We had a very tough time with our son. 13, 14, when he was studying 9th, 10th, no, he will never listen to us. Up to 8th, he was okay. After 9th, he will be, if you say A, he has to say B. I say you that. But anyway, we have to take care of them till they move to the college, till they get the job and all, no, they get maturity. So experience will give. But however, we cannot go on protecting them. Especially when they become married, you be detached. You have a separate house, you go to the house and that will be better. That is best, I'm telling you. We cannot deal. Forget about dealing with children. You have to deal with your parents. That is also difficult. You should be outside and help them. This is how it is now, situation. Because we cannot intermingle with anybody. We have to become detached. It's our duty to take care of the parents, of course. But may not be inside. Very difficult. Because you are set up in a different family. Your father is coming from a different generation. Generation gap. The fight hota hai. Rose fight. I was fighting every day with my father. I am 63, he is 94, fighting. Every day fighting. Jagda. So, it is so important that we should get detached from all these things. And the husband and wife should concentrate on bhakti. That is very important. We should not get attached. And best example from the pages of the Bhagavatam is Kardama Muni and Dev. Devahuti was the daughter of whom? It's not one side. I want two sides. I want some answer. Devahuti is the daughter of whom? Third canto. 21st chapter, 22nd chapter. He is the daughter of, anybody knows? Any try?
Manu.
Manu, very good, super. Pradeep Goyal Prabhu, Prem Kanta Prabhu, Jai, Swayambhu Manu. Swayambhu Manu's daughter is Devahuti. Devahuti, Prasuti, Akuti. 3 daughters. Okay? So, Devahuti was married to Kardama Muni. She was married. And then Kardama Muni was completely a sage. You know, she was enjoying the opulence of Manu. Swayambhu Manu is the planet, he is the king of the entire planet. He was controlling the entire planets. But he was very careful in dealing with his daughter. He said, you have to go to Kardama Muni, and he was advised by some sage that you should marry your daughter to Kardama Muni. And he accepted. And Kardama Muni was living in a small hut, big opulent to nothing. And then she served very nicely. Third canto, 20th chapter, 21, 22, 23, 24. All the chapters are wonderful. She served him nicely. And she was so opulent, she was very fatty. Devahuti Mata. Uske baad patla ho gaya. Itna service karke emaciated, she became patla. And then Kardama Muni understood that. Oh, she has served me so much with devotion and loving, just like how she served as spiritual master. And Prabhupada writes how she was always thinking of serving her husband. She didn't sleep also. She was serving her husband for prasadam and everything because he was meditating. Such a service. And then what happened? Afterwards, she said that, okay, we are married, but we have to do the procreation because she is a part of the Prajapatis. So Swayambhu Manu is one of the Prajapatis. So procreation has to start. And then she produced 9 daughters. And then Kardama Muni also, how he nicely did, that is very important. He opened a separate aeroplane, beautiful aeroplane with all the facilities and everything, and they enjoyed for so much time. And then she produced 9 children. And then after producing 9 children, 9 girls, they were all married. And then she was feeling, oh, I wasted my time in sense gratification. So she then felt, oh, ऐसा नहीं करना का मेरे को, इसलिए तो मैं वापस आना का, इसलिए तो मेरे को. Then she prayed to Kardama Muni. I wasted my time in sense gratification, producing 9 children, getting married and all. I want some self-realization. She said, I wasted. Devahuti's lamentation, chapter 23 of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. It says, the chapter Prabhupada entitled as Devahuti lamentation. Usko शोक में है क्योंकि इतना बर्बाद कर दिया मेरा टाइम. हम तो व्हाट्सएप में तो whole day we spend and then we don't feel. चैंटिंग कल करेंगे, भागवतम कल पढ़ेंगे, भागवतम अगले साल पढ़ेंगे, अगले जन्म में पढ़ेंगे, ऐसा सोचते हैं. वो तो नहीं सोचा, वो वेस्ट किया मैं. She says, I wasted my time, उसके बाद क्या किया वो देवभूति. And then she asked for a son, and Kapamuni came and he gave instruction, and she became realized. Wonderful questions, especially 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. All talks about bhakti beautifully. Detachment. She said, I want detachment. So she was given renunciation fully. So that is the life, And then Kadamuni went. She didn't bother. Kadamuni went, she didn't bother because she was associating with Kapila Muni. And a lot with Kapila, she was not chit-chatting and watching TV, or watching serial and all that. No? She was learning Bhagavatam from Kapila. Kapila Muni is incarnation of Lord Krishna. So, Kapila Muni is incarnation. So, he spoke Bhagavatam. And very essential Bhagavatam, Bhakti. How to do Bhakti? She is asking. She wants to get liberated. She's asking wonderful questions. I don't want to go into the question. So, that's how, that's the life. So, she was completely detached. And then she left the body peacefully. And that's how we should. Kardam Muni, our best example. So the same way Prithu Maharaj also disassociated with everybody. And then both of them left the body. They were concentrating. They were eating roots. They were eating nice rasagullas, gulab jamuns and whatnot, opulent in golden glasses. Udhar jaake roots ka raha tha, Paras. That is the mind they had. The detachment should be our nature. And we should be ready to be simple. Lie on the ground. We may not have plant. We may not have anything. We should be ready to be lie on the ground. That is very important for us in Bhakti. So detachment should be like Prithu Maharaj. We should get detached. And Prithu Maharaj got liberated. And his wife also, Archie, also got liberated. And they were putting flowers in a Bhagavatam. So now coming back to that, Vijitsava. So his son Vijitsava was ruling. And he had a loving relationship with his brothers. So he gave each and every direction to all the three brothers. And then he was ruling the planet very nicely. So Vijitsava, he became very, very powerful. And then what happened? He was able to influence even Lord Indra. Indra was also influenced. Lord Indra became very, very powerful. And Lord Indra said that, okay, I will give you a name, Antardana. So he became Antardana. The Antardana, so the first point is, we have to understand that detachment should be there. And we should not get attached with our children or father, our grandchildren के साथ attachment. मेरे को grandchild चाहिए, उसके साथ इतना प्यारा है, ऐसा ऐसा सोच के हमारा दिमाग खराब हो जाता है. We should be, if they want the help, detachment should be our nature. So that's what, Antardana, whose name is Vijitsabha, has got two wives. One wife is called Shikantini and he got three sons. And the three sons were the sons of Agni. They were cursed by some sages and they became the sons. And his second wife name is Nabashwati and he got a son called Harivardhana. This Harivardhana's son is called Prachinarvi. He is the main son, Prachinarvi. And that's what we are going to see, that he is getting married to Sadadruti, Prachinarvi. That is, Prithu Maharaj's son is Vijitsava, is Antardana. Antardana's son is Harivardhana. Harivardhana's son is Prachinarvi. And Prachinarvi is very, very important because Prachinarvi's pastime is going to come where Narada Muni is going to instruct, where he will be fruity-minded. Okay? Even though Antardana was very, very highly elevated personality and he left the body, Harivardhana also, but this Prachinarvi was very much attached to fruity activities and he was doing a lot of animal kindling in the form of sacrifices. So Narada Muni came and gave instruction, and that are all wonderful chapters. 4th canto, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. All the chapters are very, very deep. You can go how to get detached. Very beautiful description and beautiful allegorical story is there. Okay? I forgot his name. Puranjana. Puranjana pastime will come. It will be very nice after this 424. 425, 26, 27, 28. After this, Puranjana pastime will come. This will be talking about only Prachinarvi. So this Prachinarvi was married to Satadruti. And that is very important. Satadruti, she was very happy. So here, in this verse, it is nicely mentioned. She was decorated with the ornaments, Beautiful it is. Very nice. So here, it is mentioned that she was completely beautiful with bodily features and was very young. She was decorated with proper garments. Prabhupada writes the purport also, very nicely. So she was Satadruti and then Vikshya Charu Sarvangam. She was beautiful Kishorim Shushtu Alankritam. She was decorated to ornaments. And that's why in those days, the kings were decorating the girl very nicely with ornaments, with costly saris, and Prabhupada writes in the purport, it is very nice. And this we have to understand one thing, Prabhuji Mother. ये दिमाग में रखना है क्या है हमारा लूट नहीं कर रहे ये लड़की को फादर से लूट नहीं कर रहे लूट मार नहीं करना याद है ना एक्सटॉर्शन वी कॉल इट मेरे को कितना सावरन ये चाहिए ये जबरन चाहिए ये चाहिए वो चाहिए कार चाहिए ये सब मांगना नहीं है ये सब मांग रहे हैं 95 96 में 1990s में अभी क्या हो गया अभी लड़की मांग रहे हैं उल्टा हो गया सब कुछ सो ये मैं सोचना है we were thinking that getting a son is very good at that time. Now getting a daughter is good, We can demand so much condition we can put. We are struggling to get that girl, Now no girl is responding properly. So it is very important that extortion should not be. Extortion means उसके साथ उसका पैसा खींचना है इधर से खींच के उसको ये ले लोन ले लो वो ले लो so much loan you take from so many people and then suffer to get the marriage done. So that is not good, Prabhupada. Because here, the ocean king, he has got so much opulence, he is retreated with Alankrita. So that they can get attracted, they can live together properly. That's the reason. There is no other reason, A husband and wife should be nice and she should be decorated with causes so that the bridegroom get attracted towards the bride. उसके साथ attraction होना चाहिए. But वो लड़की के साथ attraction इसके लिए किया है. There is no other intention. But now क्या हो गया? वो लोग वो भागवतम का ये पॉइंट लेके मेरे को 20 सावरेज चाहिए ये डायमंड नेकलेस चाहिए ये चाहिए वो चाहिए ये सब मांग रहे हैं ये भागवतम में नहीं लिखा ऐसा वो अपने आप खुद दिया है सीता माता को अपने आप खुद दिया है जनक महाराज खुद दिया है कर्दम स्वयं मोनु कर्दम मुनि खुद दिया है एक्चुअली he has money he has given he has money and he gave. It's not that he has to take loan, अभी तो बच्चे को शादी करना है तो लोन लेना पड़ेगा इधर से लोन उधर से लोन कितना परसेंट इंटरेस्ट है 12% 15% इंटरेस्ट नहीं होता बहुत इंटरेस्ट है 24% 30% पर मंथ 10% है ऐसा ही होता है जिंदगी पर लोन रीपे करना है ये मत करना ये एक्सटॉर्शन नहीं करना है प्लीज डोंट डू दैट एज अ डॉटर एज अ सन नो डू इट एक लड़की अब आजकल लड़की तो बहुत चालाक हो गया प्लीज माता जी प्लीज फॉरगिव मी वो एक लड़की बेंगलुरु में एक कोर्ट केस था हस्बैंड मंथली पेमेंट कर रहा था 1 लाख फॉर मेंटेनेंस बिकॉज डाइवर्स हो गया सो एंड देन शी वेंट टू द कोर्ट एंड शी वाज देयर इनफ टू आस्क आई गॉट बैक पेन दिस पेन ये पेन हो रहा है ये दर्द हो रहा है ये दर्द हो रहा है इसके लिए मेरे को एक्सरसाइज करना है मेरे को जिम जाना है और मेरा मेकअप करना है उसके लिए मेरे को 6 लाख रुपए चाहिए मंथली she wanted 6 lakhs from his husband ex-husband who divorced उसका सैलरी है 10,000 10 lakhs per month in Dubai he wanted 6 lakhs this लड़की 1 lakh is okay 10% is okay 1 lakh के ऊपर क्या चाहिए ये मांग रहे हैं 6 lakhs and then the judge became very angry he said no we will not give you more than 1 lakh go get lost you go to Supreme Court you go to any court they become very upset how she can demand for backache and all this 6 lakhs per month so लड़की लोग ये बहुत चालक कर रहे हैं बहुत बड़ा केस हो गया ये बेंगलुरु में so we should not extort money monthly extort money means गन में रख के इतना जेवर चाहिए ये चाहिए वो चाहिए ऐसा मत मांगो we are all devotees of Krishna whatever they lovingly do to their daughter we should be happy we should ask anything from them and what you want to do from your own means whatever you can do to the daughter that's all you treat her as your daughter and that is very important Dasana Mata treated Sita Mata as her own daughter Bhagavatam tells like that this is how we should treat we don't treat daughter-in-law ये ससुराल ऐसा मत सोचो ये क्या बोलते हैं daughter-in-law को क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में what you say
बहू
Bahu, sorry, sasural. Sasural means family, sorry, I made a mistake. So, bahu, bahu ऐसा बोल रहा है, ऐसा मत बोलो. Don't tell like that, है ना. बहू को प्यार से डॉटर जैसे रखो, जिंदगी ठीक हो जाएगी. और फिर भी अब तो उधर से निकल के उसका सेवा करना है, बच्चों का देखभाल करना है, आप कर दो. और अदरवाइज यू बी सेपरेट. That is better. You be separate and sir will take the child with your house and take care of them. Don't be with them. Nowadays, no need. Everybody should be separate. That is better, you know. So yeah, ये मिलके वो जमाना चला गया अभी तो टॉलरेंट नहीं है अभी वो she will definitely order now from Swiggy. She will order she will not do anything. Even she will not grind in the grinder also. Grinder will be there, mixie will be there. She will not do anything. She will buy from outside. You cannot tolerate. You as a devotee, you cannot tolerate it. ये घर में बनाओ, कृष्णा का चढ़ाओ और उसके बाद खाओ, प्रसादम खाओ, ऐसा मत सोचना प्लीज. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. प्लीज एक्सेप्ट दिस फैक्ट. दिस इज अ रियलिटी. रियलिटी एक्सेप्ट करना है. Bhagavatam means reality. Okay? Bhagavatam is not fictitious. It is reality. And that's what Prithu Maharaj did. You know? And here, this Prachinarbi did not ask for the money. It was not extortion. It was voluntarily given by ocean. Daughter of the ocean. Satatuti was decorated nicely. So this is how we should be natural. And that's why Prabhupada purport is also very important. You know? So we'll look at the purport. Prabhupada writes, detachment should be our nature, then no extortion. Remember that, okay? And then we should be then now Prabhupada explains that how material existence is based on sex. And Prabhupada explains in the purport. Can you go to the purport, please?
Yeah, sorry, Prabhuji, which verse?
424:11 was the same verse which we are discussing. उसमें purport में Prabhupada लिखा है, see, the children, friends, wealth. He says, good. As stated in Bhagavatam, men and women are naturally attracted. Thoda niche. As stated in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, men and women are naturally attracted to one another. When they are united and married, that attraction becomes very strong. Being so strongly attracted, the bridegroom attempts to set up a nice homestead and a good field for producing grains. So, ye purport mein, this statement is not Prabhupada's statement. Prabhupada is writing from Bhagavatam. This whole purport, this whole statement of purport is from 5th canto, 5th chapter, 8th verse. You go to that verse. It is same thing is mentioned here. What is that verse? Pumsastreyaha maitinin bhavam etam. Tayo vitay hriday gandhyahu. Ato grihakshetra sutapta vittai. Janasya moham mamam mumedi. If you see the translation and the purport, it will be same. The attraction between male and female is the basic principle of material existence. On the basis of this misconception, which ties together the hearts of the male and female, one becomes attracted to his home, property, children, and wealth. That's why, go to the verse, Prabhu. In this way, one increases illusion and thinks this is I and mine. This is what Prabhupada writes. So here, ek baat sochna hai. See, home instead natural basis hai, I and I. This is mine, I am acting. So, देखो, Prabhupada का purport, उनका मन में नहीं आया. ये भागवतम का verse है. This is how we have to read Prabhupada purport. So, how we have to link Prabhupada purport, every statement of Prabhupada purport is Shastra. Okay? And that's why we have to quote. That's why from this translation, and I know that it is 558. 5th canto, 5th chapter 8. आपको जरूरी है. अब तो preach कर रहे हैं. आप लोग preacher होना चाहिए. You should all become preachers. So you should know this. How every Prabhupada is not making statements on his own. Mental concoction. It is from Bhagavatam. Evidence. So this whole, see, this is how, that's why मैं आपको विनती करता हूँ. I pray, I fall at your feet. Please open Bhagavatam. Please read purports. This is very important. And try to link. If you link it, then automatically it will come. Pumsastriya Maitinu Bhavam Etan. Or united by attraction becomes very strong. Maitini Bhavam, because sex attraction. Being so strongly attracted. Hriday Gandhi. Strongly attracted means Hriday Gandhi. Strong heart in the heart. Attachment in the heart. So my heart is attached to my wife. That is natural. Because of bodily consumption. So this is how we have to remember. And because of this attachment, when they are separated physically, then you will suffer. Because you are so much attached to the body of your wife or your husband. And that's why now my mother-in-law is suffering. She has left her husband, left her 6 years back. Still she is feeling the suffering. She cannot accept anybody other than her husband. So because these are the bodily consumption. So the strong attachment, Hriday Gandhi. Hriday Gandhi means hard attachment, hard knot in the heart. So this is how, and this is based in the sexual attraction between male and female. And then thinks this is I and mine. Then Sutapta. Suta means children, Apta means relatives, Vittai means wealth. All these things. First, Griha. The moment you marry, we should have a Griha. Then we should have a Griha. One second. Just 1 second. I will. Hriday Gandhi, how? Janasya Moham Ammameti. So, what it says? Maitinim Bhavam Etat. 558 says, Maitinim Bhavam Etat. Means we are attracted by this sexual attraction. Pumsastriya Ato. Ato means therefore. Then what happens? Graha, we want Graha. Kshetra, we have the field. We have to have the place. Kshetra, Suta, children. Apta, relatives. Vittai, wealth. ये सब लेना है. So ये सब लेना पड़ेगा. So Prachin Arbi is going to accumulate wealth and he is going to get married with Sadaduti and get entangled. Fully entangled. And Nardamani will come in and tell him how he should not get her. So this is the third point we have to understand. This is very important for us to understand. So that we should not get attracted towards this family life too much. We should be detached. Prithu Maharaj was in the family life. He was with the wife. And then finally he got detached. And there was after 16, there is no sexual attraction between Prithu and Archie. They were together like a sannyasis. Both of them were sannyasis. Sannyasi, sannyasini. That's all. No physical relationship after 55. No relationship. No sexual relationship. We should be very clear on that, Prabhuji's Mataji's. If you have that, then your life will be reduced. You will suffer from disease. Please. We have to be very, very careful, So the attraction between male and female should discontinue. Because the dependence is there. And the more we depend on Krishna, it is better. Depending on anybody other than Krishna is the utmost sign of misfortune. And that's what Kunti Maharani says in 1:8. Anujivaha. She says that I was depending on my husband, Pandu, he died. I was depending on grandfather, Bhishma, he cheated. I depended on Drona, who is a spiritual master, he also defeated. I was depending on my husband's brother's brother, Dhritarashtra, he also cheated. And my husband's brother's son, they also cheated. Because I was depending on all of them, my life was hell. Because I was depending on you, I am saved. So that's why we have to depend on Krishna all times. That is the instruction. And that's what Prithu Maharaj did. And that's what Devahuti and Kardamuni did. And we should also do that. So this is how the main female attraction should not bind us in this material world. So Janasya Moham Ammamiti. Aho Griha Kshetra Sutapta Vittai. Beautiful. How? First Griha. We want a home. Once you marry a girl, you require a house. Kshetra, then field. We have to have a field. We have to have the money. We have to have everything. So that we have to have a field means, matlab, we have to have a grinding machine. We have to have a mixie. We have to have a TV. We have to have a washing machine. Yes, a field. Sutapte and then apsta. Then Graham Shunyam. If there is no child, griham shunyam. The child is not there, the griham is shunyam. Child should be there. So the apta relatives, without relatives, our life will be miserable. And with time, we should have wealth. So we have to maintain washing machine, we have to maintain AC, we have to maintain our car, we have to maintain our scooter, we have to maintain so many things. So all this, we should have wealth. Without wealth, we cannot maintain, It's very difficult. House also. With 40-year, 50-year-old, there will be so many problems. We have to do the damage. So these are all the problems, This is what we have to understand, that we should be ready to go to the ashram. Ready to go to ashram. And once you are old, it's required hand over everything to the children. And you have minimum, but we have to be very careful, Prabhuji's Mataris. Don't give everything to the children. Prabhuji's Mataris, don't give. Because your children can cheat you also. Nobody can believe. Your children will cheat you. Because once they say this is the old baggage, ये बुढ़ा है, कब जाएगा ये, ऐसा सोच के करेंगे. आजकल तो जमाना इतना बदल गया, इसलिए तो अब तो वेल्थ आपको रखना है. उसके बाद आप after death you should go to them. Till the time you keep control. As long as you are mentally sanity, you should keep. Okay, it's very important, Prabhuji. इसके बारे में एक एक्चुअल इवेंट आया, मद्रास में इधर आदमबाकम में मेरा फादर का प्लेस में आया. एक बच्चा था, उसका फादर मर गया. उसके बाद बड़ा प्रॉपर्टी था, 1 करोड़ 1.5 करोड़ का प्रॉपर्टी था, इंडिविजुअल हाउस था, बिल्ला जैसा. वो उसको माँ को तो 70 पढ़ा नहीं है, वो 75 years 80 years old. So वो बच्चा बोला है, so ये मैं तो अमेरिका में, he was working in America with his wife and children. मैं तो अमेरिका में हूँ, मेरे साथ आ जाओ. So he didn't apply for passport, he didn't apply anything for her. Okay, so he told her, please sell the property. And then she believed him, because the settlement was done to his son after his wife. So his father was intelligent, but she was not intelligent. So what she did, उसका मन में इतना प्यार है बच्चा से, that's why the mothers are foolishly attached to the sons, because they don't know the son will cheat him. They don't know. And fathers are foolishly attached to daughters. We don't foolishly attached. That is not good. Because we believe the children, the father believes the daughter, the son believes the son, the mother believes the son, which is not good, I am telling you. It is catastrophic. And that's like Dhritarashtra. And Gandhari was not like that. Gandhari was a very powerful. She was warning Dhritarashtra, please don't do this. Please give it to the Pandavas. She was a good mother. But father, he was so much attached to his son. And that spoiled the entire Mahabharata. 64 crores people were died because of this one man. So because of Dhritarashtra's attachment. So ये जरूरी है. वो फादर का ये क्या हुआ, ये उम्र तो बुढ़ी तो 78 years old, वो क्या किया है, बेच दिया. और फंड्स वो बोला है जॉइंट अकाउंट रखो. जॉइंट अकाउंट रखा है और जॉइंट अकाउंट में उसको अकाउंट में रखा है. And then she doesn't know bank transaction and all. She signed one check. That account was transferred to his son account. He was having a resident account with his wife. उसको अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया. ये अकाउंट में बैलेंस 0 है. ओके, मिनिमम बैलेंस रखा है, 10,000 समथिंग रखा है. और क्या है, हम लोग जाएंगे, पैकेट कर दिया, सारा सामान बेच दिया, सब दुकान सब बेच दिया. She took her baggage of our clothes and whatnot, jewelry, little jewelry she had, and then she went along with him to the airport. एयरपोर्ट में क्या किया है ये बच्चा है, एयरपोर्ट में बोला मैं टॉयलेट जा रहा हूं, अब वेट करो. टॉयलेट जा रहा हूं, 5 मिनट में आ रहा हूं. वेट कर रहे हैं एंट्रेंस में मैं अंदर जाके टिकट कंफर्म करके मैं लेके जाऊंगा. वो बाहर वेट कर रहा है. She cannot go inside without the ticket, So he said, I'll go and confirm the ticket because you are old, you sit here. She was sitting outside the gate, outside the airport. She was sitting outside. It was very hot, sun. So उसके बाद वेट कर रहा था, सीट में वेट कर रहा था. And then this fellow went inside, he took the passport, he hit the immigration stamp, and he took the flight and went. She was waiting for 4 hours and this fellow did not come. She doesn't know what to do. She was crying profusely. My son has left to America. And then she came back and some relative took care of her. Because this foolishness we should not do. Don't believe your own son, children. Sorry, Prabhuji's, Mataji's. मैं तो ये गलत नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, ये सच बोल रहा हूँ. ये सच हुआ है. Foolishly attached मत करना. So उसके ऊपर भरोसा रखना है. Definitely we have to have faith in our son. But till the time you are there, you have your own money. Moment you go and ask money from your son, I'm telling you, it is very, very, very painful. Very, 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 very painful. आपका बच्चा इतना डांटेंगे ना, पूछो मत. Just you want for your own maintenance, you ask him, your life will be miserable. Prabhuji, Krishna has given intelligence. Krishna हमको बुद्धि दिया है. Krishna conscious दिया है. You have to be very careful. Don't die as anatha. So that's why we have to be very careful to keep the funds. So with us, and that's very Aho Krigat Chetra. Even don't believe sometimes we have to be very careful, especially children, we should not, it's very important. So whole material existence is based on that. And now the next point is that Agni Bhagavan was seeing this marriage and he saw that Satatuti got attracted. With that we'll finish. This is the last point. With that I'll finish. One second. Just 1 second. So this is very important for us to understand that this Agni Bhagavan was thinking about Satatuti. Satatuti is marrying a king, Prachinarvi. He should not think about it. Women, that's very important. Association with women should be avoided. Mataji, so many Matajis are there, but I am telling you it's very important for us to understand. So there is a nice verse from the Bhagavatam, which is very important for us to understand how one should behave with women. Especially Prabhuji's, how to deal with Matajis, how to associate with Matajis, everything is there from the pages of the Bhagavatam. 9th canto, 19th chapter, 17th verse. Matra Shvasha Suhitava Navi Vikatsana Bhavet Balavan Indriya Gramoho Viditsam Kapikashati. 9th canto, 19th chapter, 17th verse. It's very, very important. What it says, one should not allow oneself to sit on the same seat, even one's own mother, daughter, or sister. For the senses are so strong that even though a very well married may be attracted by sex. So we should not sit with your own. One should not sit in the same seat. Suppose you are sitting and you are sitting on your mother's lap as a son, should not be allowed. If it's a small child, it's okay. Big child should not be. It's very, very important. Balavan Indira Gramo, Vidwan Api Kashyati. This is even a Vidwan, intelligent person can fall down. This is very important. Vidwan Ashim Kashyati. So this is a very important. There is a nice story. With that we will end. There was a Muni called a Jaimini. He was बहुत बड़ा disciple Vyasa Bhagavan. Vyasa Bhagavan to Bhagavatam is chanting Bhagavatam and Lord Ganesh was writing. So at the time Jaimini, who is the disciple, also comes. And he said, I will also write Bhagavatam. So ye verse aa gaya 9th canto, 19th chapter. Vidwan api kashyati. Then this guru, his disciple, he was very, very arrogant. ये गुरु का नम्रता होना चाहिए, नम्रता नहीं है उनका. वो बोला है महाराज गुरु महाराज, मैं तो ये वर्ष में नहीं लिखूंगा. विद्वान अपि कश्यति मैं नहीं लिखूंगा. Because I am a विद्वान, I will not get attracted towards girls. So ऐसा थोड़ी नहीं होता. अब क्या बोल रहे हैं वो ठीक नहीं है. अग्नि भगवान शतदुरी का अटक के हम I don't accept that. ये accept नहीं करूंगा मैं. विद्वान बलवान इंद्रिय ग्रामो, incenses are powerful. ये सब झूठ है. ये विद्वान तो हम तो विद्वान है, हम तो जैमिनी ऋषि है, हम तो गर्ल्स के साथ अट्रैक्शन नहीं करते. Actually, he was a brahmachari sannyasi. He was having only brahmachari devotees as his assistants. He doesn't have any girl. So Vyasa Bhagavan said, okay, ठीक है, अब ऐसा तो बोल रहे हैं, तो ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सो कल मिलेंगे. ओके, कल इसके बारे में बात करेंगे. सो इट वाज स्टॉप्ड. भागवतम वाज स्टॉप्ड. गणेश महाराज आल्सो, लॉर्ड गणेश आल्सो स्टॉप्ड. सो Jaimini went to his hermitage. He was sitting in his hermitage. उसके साथ बाजू में उनका डिसाइपल सब कुछ था. सो नाइट हो गया. रात को बहुत बारिश हुआ. इतना बड़ा बारिश था. थंडर स्टॉर्म था. ओके, लाइटनिंग था. बहुत बड़ा बारिश. एंड इट वाज हेवीली रेनिंग. हेवी रेनिंग. सो उसके बाद जैमिनी ऋषि तो भगवान का ऊपर ध्यान रख के वो कर रहा था. सो एट दैट टाइम देयर वाज अ नॉक एट द डोर. वो सोचा था, जैमिनी सोचा था मेरा शिष्य आया होगा ऑर्डर. बट he doesn't want to open because he is a brahmachari, no? He said, I cannot allow everybody to come inside. So he was asking, who are you? वो बोला है, मैं तो ये लड़की हूं, छोटा लड़की हूं. मैं तो फुल बारिश में मेरा ड्रेस सब वेट हो गया. इसलिए तो मेरे को अंदर जाना है. मैं बारिश में नहीं रह सकता. मेरे को ठंडी हो रहे. मेरे को एक थोड़ा जगह दे दीजिए. मैं रात को ठहरूंगा. उसके बाद मैं अगले दिन मैं चला जाऊं. वो बोला है, no, I am a brahmachari sannyasi. I cannot allow ladies to come. And you are a young girl. I am an old man. No, it will not work out. You don't come here. You go. No. I want a shelter. Please give me shelter. So she opened the door. Okay, you open the door, and at least you give me some shelter in some other next hut. So he called his brahmachari disciples. Nobody picked up. So he has to give a hermitage. So he took the girl. Okay, he saw the girl, and she was wet fully, and you can see the wet, transparent body of the girl. Jaimini saw this. Okay, he was attracted towards the beauty because he was a rishi, but even then he saw beautifully drenched, fully drenched girl. उसका attraction हो गया. उसके मन में लग गया. So मैं तो सन्यासी हूं, मैं इसके साथ अट्रैक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए. मन में तो लग गया. पीछे का एक मन में एक जगह में रखा और उसके बाद गया. So he went to the next hermitage and told the brahmacharis, please get out. This girl will stay here night. You go and stay with other people because she is come alone. She is a lady. She has to stay alone, and I cannot allow her to stay with me. It is not correct also because girls should not be stay with the brahmachari rishis and all. She should not. So okay, no problem. She stayed in the ashram nearby. So वापस आया, मेडिटेट करने के लिए कोशिश किया. उसके मन में वो लड़की वाटर ड्रेंचिंग, लाइटनिंग आ रहा था. वो सब बॉडी देख रहा. उसके मन में ये बहुत अट्रैक्टिव है. मन में लगाया. अग्नि का सतत्री के रुपये आका अट्रैक्शन हो गया. ऐसा अट्रैक्शन हो गया. वो बोला मैं वो जैमिनी ये सन्यासी सब छोड़ दिया. वो विद्वान था, सब छोड़ा. उधर आके नॉक किया. मैं तो जैमिनी हूं, मैं आ रहा हूं. वो बोला मैं तो. And he told her, don't open the door for anybody. Okay? Because you are a girl, nobody should come inside your hermitage. So he knocked the door. Jaimini. बोला मैं जैमिनी आ रहा हूं, मैं आपके साथ बात करना चाहता हूं. नहीं, आप तो बोला है किसी को अलाउ नहीं करना. मैं अलाउ नहीं करूंगा. उसको मन में तो उसको अभी शादी करने का मन आ गया. उसको मन में आ गया मैं उसको जबरदस्ती शादी करूंगा. So then what happened? He climbed the hermitage and then he opened the leaves and then he jumped inside the Japanese, the ladies, girls. And then बोला उसके नीचे रख के, मैं आपको ये फ्लावर दे रहा हूं, मैं आपको शादी प्रपोजल दे रहा हूं. प्रपोजल दिया उसको. प्रपोजल नहीं, मैं शादी करूंगा, मैं शादी नहीं करूंगा. No, I cannot marry you because you are a sannyasi. I am a girl. I cannot marry you. No, you have to marry me. Then he said, okay, you want to marry me? But उसके लिए एक condition है. आप तो ये condition satisfy करना. ठीक है, condition satisfy करना. Because my father has put condition. My father is in the mountain nearby. okay, at the top of the mountain. He has to agree. So we will go. But condition is that आपको ऊपर है ना paint लगाना, black paint लगाना है ना. You have to put charcoal on your body because my father wanted a bridegroom who is having charcoal on his body. You are white skin, so you have to become black skin. So बोला okay ठीक है. And then you have to, I will go in a donkey. Donkey में donkey चाहिए, गधा चाहिए, गधा में जाएंगे. अब पीछे उसके साथ आना है. You have to carry me to the mountain in that gada, and you have to climb the mountain. बोला ठीक है, मैं मेरा सबको आपका सब कंडीशन ठीक है, मैं आ रहा हूँ. ब्लैक पेंट लगाया और गधा लेके आया. गधा के साथ वो ब्रह्मचारी डिसाइबल बोला, महाराज आप क्या कर रहे हैं, आप ऐसा नहीं करने का. मेरा मन में अब शादी करना है, आप लोग मेरे को डिस्टर्ब मत करो. मैं उसको शादी करूंगा, शादी करना ही चाहिए, शादी करना ही पड़ेगा. मैं शादी करूंगा, बिना शादी दे मैं जिंदगी नहीं रहूंगा. मैं शादी करना है, शादी करना है. आप लोग जाइए इधर से. He just discarded all the disciples and then he went into the mountain, went up to the mountain and top of the mountain. वो बोला है, वो लड़की बोला मैं 5 मिनट टाइम दे दो, गधा का लीव करो. I will go and bring my father to you and then you can come and see. ये गया, आधा घंटा हो गया, 1 घंटा हो गया, 2 घंटा है, नहीं आया. उसको तो मन में ये लड़की भाग के चला गया, मैं उसको शादी करना चाहता हूँ. वो उड़ा गया, उसको तो बहुत गुस्सा आ गया. ओके, किधर गया. So he walked towards that place and then he said there was a hermitage and the hermitage was there and he said that my father is in the hermitage, so he is staying in that hermitage in the top of the mountain. He went inside the hermitage and he was looking for the girl and there was no girl, and that girl is Vyasa Bhagavan. Vyasa Bhagavan is sitting and meditating, and then he asking him, Vyasa Bhagavan asked, so you are a Vidwan, why you are running after girls? Vidwan api kashyati. Bhagavan Indriya Gramo, Bhagavan Vidwan api kashyati. Even a great Vidwan can fall down. And then Jaimini fell at the feet of his Guru Maharaj. Vyasa Bhagavan, मैं तो मानता हूं, मैं कभी ऐसा मत करो, मैं भागवतम बदल नहीं करूंगा, मैं ऐसा ही लिखूंगा. ये गलत नहीं है, ये बिल्कुल सही है. Please, I will not change Bhagavatam. It is correct, Balavan Indriya Gram. And this verse is spoken by Yayati. Yayati pastime is a big pastime, we don't have to say. And that's why sense gratification will increase. Just like आग में घी डालना है, तो वो more मांगेंगे more. If you put ghee in a fire, it will increase. It will not decrease. Our sense gratification towards women is always there. And therefore, our Maharaj always says that Matajis and Prabhujis should be separated. And there was one incident I want to share. Maharaj was traveling from the airport to our house, to one of our Prabhu's house. So he saw one person. He was born 1997. It was in 2007. That 1997, he was 10-year-old boy. And then in his lap, there was a girl. She was born in 2002, 6-year-old girl. He was 10-year-old and she was 6-year. They were traveling along with Maharaj. Maharaj saw that. He came home to the house and he blasted us. How the girl should sit on the lap of this girl. She is not a sister, even though he is a sister, you should not. Maharaj said, Vidwan Apikashan. He told this Jaimini story and said that, no, the 10-year-old child is not matured, the 6-year-old girl is not matured. But Maharaj wanted very, very careful. Matajis and Prabhujis should not mingle to each other. Prabhujis here both solely. And that's why our Maharaj always advised, if you want to talk to a Mataji, you should talk in front of the Prabhuji. You should not talk privately. Because Vidwan api kashyati, even the fallen one, and Agni, such an exalted demigod, he also fell down for Sadatuti. So everybody can fall down. Even Brahma went after Saraswati. Even Shiva went after Mohini. So that's what Prabhupada writes in the purport. That's why we have to be very careful. Prabhujis and Matajis to be separated. And we should remember this verse. Vidwan api kashyati. Balavan Indriya Gramo, Vidwan api kashyati. Even a big man, Matras, and that's why we should not sit along with the mother. It's very important, Prabhuji's Mataji. Very important portion. The son should not sit with the mother if she He is an adult and she is a adult. Mother, anyway, she is an adult. You should not sit your own mother, sister, and your own mother, sister, and what is that? Dugitra, with own mother, sister, and own daughter. Own daughter also. That is also not good. We have to be very careful. Once she becomes 12-year-old, we should be separated. Don't put her daughter, don't hug the daughter, don't kiss the daughter. All these things is not, Bhagavatam is not allowing. Because Balavan Indriya Gramo Vidwan Apikashin. Even your own daughter, you have to be keep a distance. And this is what Bhagavatam recommends. We can do whatever we want to do, but Bhagavatam says like this. So I am repeating what Bhagavatam says. Please don't mistake me, Prabhuji's and Mataji's. And we are in 20th century. We are in 2025. प्रभुजी ये बात कर रहे हैं भागवतम क्या है मैं बताया आपको मर्जी है फॉलो करना नहीं करना but this is what we have to do then that will be safe and we have to teach the children also that is very important. Thank you very much Prabhuji and Mataji. So we understand that we should be detached and then we should not extort money from people, and third that the basic of existence is only between man and woman and we should not get attached too much to it. Number 4, we have to understand Balavan Indriya Gramo Vidwan Apikashan. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Sorry for taking extra time. As usual, I take that. Please forgive me. If you have spoken something offensive, please forgive me. If I have spoken something wrong, please forgive me. Because I'm still a devotee trying to become a devotee. There are 3 types of devotees. Advanced devotee, struggling devotee, struggling to become a devotee. I'm struggling to become a devotee. So if you have said something wrong, offended you, Mataji, so many Matajis are there. Please forgive me. I fall at their feet. Please forgive me if I told something wrong. I'm just speaking from Bhagavatam, nothing else. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the opportunity. One Pranam to Prabhu and Sham Sandam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for such a lightning lecture, such an amazing lecture, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. किसी वक्त कोई प्रश्न है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. You can unmute your mic or you can type in the comment box. Hare Krishna. So Prabhuji, recently I heard Amog Lila Prabhuji's lecture. So he said, yes, you should be celibate. We should abstain from opposite gender company, but we should respect. Respect.
Yes, of course. Respect everybody. Forget about you have to respect even an ant also.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Pandita Samadarshina. Everybody we have to see.
Yeah, there is a tendency that brahmacharis do not tend to respect women. औरत नरक का द्वार
that should not be. Then that is not. You are not a devotee.
Yeah.
You disqualify yourself. You know. We have to respect everybody. Forget about Jataparata was just dancing against to protect the hands. Forget about other living entities. So we are the followers of Bhagavatam. So we have to respect everybody. Women also should be respected. With great respect, we should deal with them. But we should not get attached to it. That's very important. Very sensitive topic. This topic is very sensitive, you know. And the Bhagavatam verses are very clear, you know. Vidwan api karshati. Even a Vidwan can fall down. So what about us? We are all nothing, no? We are attached to material life. We are attached to family life. We are attached to sex, and all these attractions are naturally there for us, you know. So we have to be very careful. That's why we should not associate with women unnecessarily. And if you want to associate, we should associate in front of their husband. And very clear. We should not talk for hours together, you know. Very clear.
So, there was a pastime of Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He called his one of his male disciples. He said, you should come to temple. So he came from far away. He came and traveling by bus and all that. Then he came. Then he said, Maharaj, क्या काम है? कहते नहीं वो माता जी के साथ मीटिंग है, आप बैठे रहना बस. So मतलब
he was testing. He was testing.
So Maharaj also didn't meet with the Mataji alone.
Yes, he did not meet. Maharaj never meets Mataji alone. Yes, Mataji never meets Maharaj. Because these people are basically Bharatiya Samskriti, na? Our culture is like you know, sannyasi should not meet ladies alone. That's the principle. And he following the our Bhagavata principle. Because he has read Bhagavatam, no?
Hare Krishna. So if no devotee has a question, then we can conclude the session.
Yeah, any devotee, any
हरे
Mataji?
कृष्णा प्रभु जी, हरे
देखो,
कृष्णा
बोलो।
प्रभु जी,
हाँ, बोलो माताजी।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम।
प्रभु जी आप आबू धाबी से आए हैं?
मैं अबू धाबी से आया। अबू धाबी में 20 साल, 23 इयर्स, 2019 से आया।
प्रभु जी वहाँ पे प्रचार आराम से हो जाता है क्या?
हैं?
वहाँ प्रचार अच्छे से आराम से हो जाता है या कोई डिफिकल्टी होता है?
नहीं नहीं माताजी, हमारा एसोसिएशन है। यू वांट एसोसिएट माय डिवोटीज? देयर इज
जी
हमारे गॉड ब्रदर्स है। स्वयं स्तुति
जी
प्रभु, हु इज द लीडर ऑफ द कॉन्ग्रेगेशन, एंड
जी।
गिरिवरधारी प्रभु, माताजी, दे आर ऑल सीनियर डिवोटीज। दे आर प्रैक्टिसिंग फॉर द लास्ट 25 इयर्स। दे आर ऑल वेरी
तो
एडवांस्ड।
आबू धाबा में हमारा मंदिर है क्या?
मंदिर तो ये इसका मंदिर है। इस्कॉन का मंदिर नहीं है ये मंदिर। कौन सा? एक गुजराती
CATS,
मंदिर है।
स्वामीनारायण टेम्पल।
ओके।
स्वामीनारायण मंदिर है उधर। उधर
जी
कृष्णा
जी
टेम्पल,
जी
शिवा टेम्पल है, सब कुछ है। उधर जा सकते हैं।
मैं भी
बट फिर भी
रिसेंटली गया
उधर
था माता जी, अच्छा
उधर
मंदिर है।
टेम्पल जैसा होता है। उधर
अच्छा
सत्संग नहीं होता। सत्संग तो घर में होता है और हॉल में होता है। इधर अबू
ओके।
धाबी में रेगुलर 23 years we had program मंगला आरती every Friday,
हम्म।
every Saturday morning मंगला आरती, every Friday evening we had a program in English, we had a
प्रभु जी
program
अभी
afternoon।
प्रभु जी अभी क्या हुआ था कि एक माता जी थी जो हमारे डिवोटी की बेटी थी, वो आबू धाबी में गई थी, वो एयर होस्टेस थी। तो उनका सब कार्ड वगैरह ले लिया और उनको वहां पे बंद कर दिया और आने नहीं दिया यहाँ पे इंडिया में। 15-20 दिन वो लोग बहुत परेशान रहे। तो मैं इसलिए पूछ रही थी कि भी वहां पे इंडियंस जो है वो सेफ तो है ना, इसलिए पूछ रही थी।
इंडियन सेफ है माता जी। चेन्नई में
अच्छा
मेरा सेफ नहीं है। इंडिया, अबू धाबी इज द सेफेस्ट प्लेस इन द वर्ल्ड। that
ओके
incident we don't know what has happened, what is the reason, the problem for your that devotee. We don't know the background unless we know the factual situation. I cannot comment. But Abu Dhabi is the safest place in the world, more than
ओके
anybody anywhere. America is not safe.
यस
Australia is not safe.
ओके
South Africa is not safe. England is not safe. सब
जी
जगह प्रॉब्लम है। जर्मनी में प्रॉब्लम है। मुस्लिम कल्चर has become largely, European Union is big trouble because lot of Muslims are coming invaded there. These are become unsafe places. They have become citizens.
जी
So very dangerous
जी
place. Best place is Abu Dhabi.
जी। तो जी हमारे
Abu
को
Dhabi तो
चिंता
हेवन
होती
है।
है कि
अबू धाबी मेरा
चिंता होती है
गोलोक
कि
वृंदावन
हमारे
है।
भक्त लोग
मेरा मेरा
हमारे
गोलोक
भक्त लोग के।
मेरा गोलोक वृंदावन अबू धाबी में।
जी 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 जी
मेरा शरीर, मेरे को मन में है शरीर, मेरा शरीर छोड़ना है अबू धाबी में डिवोटीज के साथ।
जी जी जी। यही
मेरे को
पूछ रही
चेन्नई
थी कि
पसंद नहीं
प्रभु
है।
जी कहीं पे
मेरे चेन्नई पसंद नहीं है। मेरे को पसंद नहीं
जी
है। मेरा वाइफ को पसंद नहीं है। 23
ओके
years we did devotional service, but there are some
जी
difficulties there in Abu Dhabi, but we have to do it in a low profile. मतलब
जी
इतना बड़ा कीर्तन करतल वो सब नहीं होना चाहिए। इसलिए तो हम
जी
भागवतम डिस्कशन ज्यादा किया। और महाराज
जी
बोला है इधर तो कीर्तन करेगा तो प्रॉब्लम है, कीर्तन कम करो, भागवतम ज्यादा पढ़ो। इसलिए भागवतम ज्यादा पढ़ा। बिकॉज कीर्तन करेगा तो दूसरों को डिस्टर्ब करेगा तो दे कैन कंप्लेन टू द पुलिस दैट दे आर क्रिएटिंग डिस्टर्बेंस सत्संग। सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद। हरे कृष्णा।
आप अबू धाबी तो गोलोक वृंदावन है। ओके, उधर डिवोटीज
जी
है,
प्रभु
डेटीज है, सब कुछ है। वो भी वृंदावन है। मेरा गोलोक वृंदावन अबू धाबी में। मैं तो ऊपर गोलोक वृंदावन कैसे वो मालूम नहीं है हमको। हमारा वृंदावन हियर मथुरा में है, दूसरा गोलोक वृंदावन अबू धाबी में। मेरे को दूसरा जगह नहीं मालूम।
जी
और
प्रभु
सब
जी
लोग
जी प्रभु
wherever Krishna's deities chanting is going on, that is Vrindavan. Maharaj Prabhupada has said. Okay, now we are in Vrindavan. This Zoom meeting is a Vrindavan because we are associating with Krishna. We are associating with Bhagavatam. Okay,
जी
माता जी को
प्रभु जी।
चिंता मत करना है। Krishna will some minor issues maybe whatever it is
वो तो है,
will all be
वो तो
clear.
है प्रभु जी। जी प्रभु जी, जी प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू वेरी मच। हरे कृष्णा।
Thank you.
हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू माता जी। तो यहाँ पे हम कंक्लूड करते हैं। लेट अस कंक्लूड बाय ऑफरिंग वैष्णव प्रणाम। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा
कृपा
सिंधु
सिंधुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः आनंदमयी वैष्णव वृंद की जय
सरस्वती
श्रील
वैष्णव
प्रभुपाद की जय श्रील गुरुदेव की जय जय गौर
जय
प्रेम
जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण।
थैंक यू सो मच
थैंक यू
प्रभु
प्रभु
जी
जी,
पंचांग
धन्यवाद।
प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्णा,
पति
बहुत
धन्यवाद
अच्छा
प्रभु।
समझाया प्रभु जी, बहुत बहुत आपका धन्यवाद। आपने इतना अच्छा हमारा क्लास लिया। आप बार बार आया कीजिए प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class.